So do you remember last time we did turns, didn't we?
Yes.
Lefts and rights. So do you remember at the end you said you wanted to go over a few more the right turns, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it about them particularly you wanted to go over?
So I think I wasn't, sometimes, I think I was maybe getting the hang of it near the end, but it wasn't slowing down enough to start with, or wasn't like sort of giving myself enough time to do it.
Yeah.
So then...
Is that where you go in or where you come out?
When I was going in, I was...
Yeah.
And
yeah,
then...
when you did,
Yeah,
yeah,
I was going a bit too fast sometimes. And then when I was coming out to practice the creeping as well.
Yeah, so trust me those. The main difference today is that there's going to be more traffic, because up till now we've been around the houses and stuff, haven't we? Just round and round and round. But today we're going to start off over here by the station, which is a little bit busier, and then go through that estate, and then come out the other side and do more over there. So it's really just all about awareness and planning today. It's what we've done before, nothing so much new coming in. We're just going over all those things and getting better. We might bring in things like traffic lights, there might be some zebra crossing and stuff like that, but that will come in, we'll deal with those as we get to them. Because you can't do everything in one go, otherwise you never get, you have to go over every single thing in one go.
Okay.
So yeah, lefts and rights are good. Do you remember what else we did as well?
So we did the turn in the road as well.
So we may or may not do that today, I don't know, depends if we get time or if we get anywhere to do it, because that isn't the most important thing to do. The overall aim of this one is to get it so maybe next time you can start doing roundabouts. Because next lesson, but that one or the one after, we'll start looking at roundabouts more, because that's really a big topic, so it takes a long time to do. But so if I get set up, what parts of this could you do on your own then? I know you can do like moving off now and gears and all that good, but in terms of like the turns, what do you want me to help with?
I'm not too sure. I need to remember to slow down before I go, and make sure that I'm in the right gear. I think sometimes I'm not in the right gear. I'm trying to go in a too high gear. Should be, but that's probably because I'm going too fast still.
Yeah, that's it. So slow down more, the car will tell you it needs to change down. How would you do that? Someone else, when I say tells you, what do I mean by that? So when you brake, what kind of happens when it gets too slow? Like when you pull over, when you pull over to stop at the side of the road and you're braking.
Oh yeah, it's it all starts to like shake when it's a car. Yeah.
So you don't want that, you want to change before that, but that tells you to change down. So in a way, if you brake more, the car tells you what to do. If you just come down to second or whatever, you don't know if you need that. So, but let's go and give that a go. So I'll start off talking you through most things. Again, I won't talk about going up the gears so much. I might help with coming down a bit because we only did that a little bit last time. I'll help more with the right turns. Lefts I'll leave pretty much up to you, because lefts are a little bit easier than doing rights. So in terms of traffic, just briefly, how many seconds should you be behind the car in front?
2.
Yep, so minimum 2, but how would you count that? How would you judge if you're 2 seconds back or not?
So it depends what speed you're going at as how far.
Yep. How would you count that? How would you judge if you're 2 seconds back? Because it's good you know that, but if you don't know how to apply it, it doesn't work.
I'm not too sure.
So imagine like ahead of you now, there's a car. It's hard to imagine on this car park, but there's a car, and when their back passes something like a lamppost, you count to 2 seconds. So your bonnet shouldn't pass until at least 2 seconds have gone between their boot passing and your bonnet passing. Just roughly, I mean, looking ahead, it's kind of where the steel gate is. They'll be about there, we'll be here at 30 miles an hour. But that's only a rough guide, it depends on uphill, downhill, what kind of stuff. This is a quite good example now as well. So that white car is in front of us. Normally, although they wouldn't be facing sideways normally, if you pull it behind someone, you should be able to see the bottom of their tyres and a little bit of tarmac. Because I don't think we mentioned that before.
Okay, right.
What do you think the reason for that is? You've got quite a distance between us.
So as if this is when we're driving?
Yeah, so they're going forwards, we're going forwards, they stop at red lights, so we stop here.
So we need to have enough time to react to them braking?
Yeah, well if you all stop there, if you both stop dead, why do you want to be quite far back from them? We haven't done this yet, but I don't know if you might have read about this on the theory or whatever, because now your theory is done, we can put more down to practice.
Yeah.
What it really is, if they break down, you can go around them. With that right back, you've got room for error. If you stall and jump forwards, there's room for error. So, roughly, if the side of that car was on the back of the car facing head on, you'd be about this far back whenever you pull up behind them. If you can't see the bottom of their tyres, you're too close. It doesn't work with buses. Things like vans over there, that red and black van, you may not work with those because you can't see the back tyres as well. But generally, just keep back. If you keep back, it's fine. but we'll work on that as we go around. Right, so we're going to turn on, and I'll just help with those things. I'll help with the right turns, lefts are up to you, and I'll help a bit with the coming down the gears.
Okay, thank you.
But any terms of talking, I won't be actually doing it for you unless I need to. So this one, can you see to the right or not?
Not so much now.
So how would you get out of here, do you think?
So I need, if I'm going that way, if I'm going right?
Left, that's it.
Oh,
we also
okay,
go left, if you go right in, yes, dead end.
Okay, so I just maybe need to creep forwards a little bit.
So just like on a junction, so although you haven't done this before, it's the same thing, same skill. You can also hear, because the window's down a bit, you can hear if cars are coming along. Do you think we'll see them before they see us, or the other way around, or is it the same?
They'll see us first.
That's it, just like on a junction, so they'll see your bonnet, they'll know you're there. Some will give way some way, but I don't think anyone's even moving up there, can't hear anyone moving. Got him? So you just creep really slow.
Okay.
And just, make sure you get clutch quite high. So
sorry, yeah, I wasn't ready for that.
If you do right back, try and brake as well with the foot brake, because putting the handbrake on, you can damage it. Not that speed, it's hardly moving at all. If ever you roll back, you will go for the foot brake rather than the handbrake. So just get the clutch so you think it's going to pull.
There.
That's it. And then creeping, can we go? That's big turns as well. Clutch down. That's good. Yep, that's fine. This is actually quite not a difficult start, but a bit awkward. So just help on this, we'll stand first because it's quite a big hill.
Okay.
So next road on the left. And this you do just like you're doing here. So, yeah, that's good. Because you could be going ahead, you must signal, because otherwise anyone there would stop. So we're ready to brake, ready to clutch if something stops us. But
okay,
no, that's good.
Okay.
This is where last time that woman was giving way here, where she kind of came around the corner and braked and gave way to us.
Shall I stay in this gear?
Yeah, that's good. Because this one, if you change up, you'll go flying down the hill.
Yeah.
Which you don't want to do. So end of the road, right. So mirrors are good. And then which other mirror do you need?
This
that's
one,
it.
the right one.
That's it. So you just signal, clutch down, brake. And signal.
Sorry, I didn't signal.
That's it. So just play with the brake, like brake off, brake on.
So just
when
to
you can go.
down.
That's it. But when can you go?
Maybe I got. I should probably could have gone then, but
that's right.
I got after.
This one's good. So just a downhill start, getting nothing new today really. So just roll, pedals, and off you go. That's it.
Sorry, off the clutch a bit too fast.
That's good. The lights may change, so I'll stay on one just for now, but a little bit of gas, because I don't think they will. Because no one's pressed the button. No, that's fine. And we'll be taking the next road on the right. Have you got time to get a second before that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Just try and avoid looking down, also keep looking straight. So
next road on the left, right.
And then what is it? So mirrors, signal, just a bit of brake, but not much at all because the hill will do it for us. And then no pedals at all, just they roll.
Yeah.
And then just nice and light steering about. No, that's good.
A bit early.
That's right. Any earlier will be too early. That's okay. As long as you don't turn, you cut over that line. So, but I guess straight on just for a little bit. Because I know where specific we go. I'm just going to drive round, get more used to the turns. In fact, we'll take the next road on the left. So keep picking up a little bit because if you slow down too soon, you can annoy people. So quite a bit of gas. That's it. Quite a bit more, bit more, bit more, bit more. Because this one, if it's so good, you can just go in quite
here.
quick.
Yep.
That's it. That's one. But even with the cars there, it's fine because it's really wide road. This one's at the beginning about awareness, so now what's going on behind us?
So we've got a car behind us, yeah.
Nice and wide for these park cars, really wide over.
Sorry.
Where wide always means to the right, so if you go that way, it's not so wide, it's always right over. Yep, that's good, your speed got up there because that car is there. So, is that car coming down? No, also a car coming down. So, quite a bit of power. Could you get third or not?
In a, no,
it's a bit
too
of braking.
narrow.
This is very rare for this road to be busy, and then everyone's parked down here. So braking a touch, but it'll give way. Brake off for all, let's go. That's good. So you also try and get the momentum going. You never want to stop dead unless you absolutely got to. Because then when you stopped, you can't do anything else. If you're moving, you can still get out of the way. So end of the road, we'll go left. So this one I'm going to leave up to you if you're okay with that. Just see how well you can do it.
It's a junction. Oh, okay.
Which key do you need?
Sorry.
I only mentioned that because I can't be on if you get a second. What would happen if you move off for a second?
I'm not too too sure, sorry.
But you just stall. So it's a good tape and stuff like that. So if you're going to pull up on left, we're going to do it so we don't stop with the brake. We're going to roll and creep. So you just pick a point in the middle, do.
Here.
That's it.
Along there.
So we're just going to clutch down into 1, but no brake at all. So roll, roll, roll. When it stops, just balance the gas clutch about now. Clutch it a little bit and clutch down a little bit. Just try and balance that out, just down a little bit, down, down, down. Just clutch down a little bit. So clutch down, down, down. And just balance that. A little bit, that's good.
Oh,
Down a touch, that's it.
There we go.
This is the thing about not braking, because if you're going for the brake at the end of the road, it's kind of too late. So imagine the end of the road is where that drain cover is on the floor, your brake should be off, but latest of now, you roll the last little bit, then you creep it, then you look and then you go. So just creep forward a little bit, no one's around, so that's good. And just try and balance that again. That's good. So imagine now that the second lamppost on the left there is the end of the road. So we're going to check around, move off, and then balance it by that lamppost.
Okay. So I use signal?
Wait, I've stopped before you know.
Oh,
That's
okay,
it.
yeah.
Do you need signal or not?
No.
No. That's it.
Okay.
Lots of gas. Otherwise you get that. So if you don't do gas, you have revving, you get the pulling back. So on the second lamppost, just imagine we're going to pull it by there. There's no one around it also, it's okay. So you just clutch down. And the rest of it, you just don't brake whatever you do. That's good.
Or a bit lower clutch.
That's good, that's fine. You have to adjust it because the hill kind of changes, that's really good. So if you don't make sure you rev quite loud, even louder than that,
okay.
rev, much more, so then clutch up smooth. That one's fine, that's good. So the difference that makes, you get the pull away.
Yeah, okay, that was better.
Because without the gas, you've got no power, it's very little power at all. But that one's good. So we'll do that all the time because, say if you had to give way to a bus here, you'd roll up, balance next to the silver car, then you go. That's good. The thing is, you don't want to stop dead unless you're going down a hill, as you will be now, because down the hill, of course, you must stop, otherwise you just keep going forever. So end of the road, we go left.
Okay.
I know it's busy, the market's on as well. So braking hard, clutch, braking softly now, down to 1, brake off. So when I try and avoid stopping totally dead, so you sort of roll, brake a little bit, yeah. So when I get to you roll, you don't stop dead, you slow right down.
Right, okay.
Next road on the left.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm here.
Yeah, the farmers market's onto that as well, the cars are parked around here, because it's really busy there.
I should probably be in a high.
Yeah, that's it, says push. That's good. Yeah, the gears are up to you now, I won't mention those unless there's any big gears. So middle mirror, braking a bit, just in case we have to give way. No, we're good. Okay, deal with your meeting situations, we're going to do so as well. That's what meeting situations is when you get the cars there. So as soon as you hazard, first you do middle mirror, start to cover the brake just in case.
Okay.
I don't think there are any here, but if there were any, there's any parked cars on this road standing. So is anyone behind us now?
Yes, yeah. So should I go a bit faster?
Which gears do you need?
Should be in 3.
That's it. Now we are going to go next left, it's good to change up because you normally would. So next left, come left. That's it. So nice firm brake, really firm. That's good, leave as long as you can for the gear change. When do you reckon?
No.
That's it, keep braking. Nice and well from the curb board when it's turning. Now it's going to keep much wider because you get very close to that curb. You got to keep wide out, brake a lot, keep right over, and then swing it. Not much gas now, no gas. So it's all very delicate, not much gas at all. There's no gas, is it? So roll down.
Okay.
So next road on the left. So this one's standing, it's just for braking, keep really wide from that curb, right over, that's it. And then braking, more down to 2, braking, brake off, go. The thing is that you're not braking at all. You press the brake pedal but you're not braking. If I brake now, I'm just going to brake a little bit like that car anyway. So I wouldn't normally say on this road, it's really busy because of the market's there. It's a nice big turn away. Anyone overtaking?
No.
The thing is that when I'm saying brake, you're not braking at all. You've got to be pressing your brake much harder than that. Because your foot's on it, but you're not pressing. If I brake now, that's how you're braking. You're not even braking. So the pedal's down, but it's not doing anything.
Okay.
So a little bit gas. It's got to be really firm, right down, push, and it'll slow you down. Okay, so that's good. That's why we come around here, because it's a little bit more challenging than where we were last time. We'll work our way to that area soon, but so is anyone behind us now?
Yeah.
Yep, so we're covering the brake just in case. So covering it with your rifle. Softly braking if you can't see. But only when you can see, you decide to go. That's better braking. So clutch down, into 1, brake off. And gas clutch up.
Sorry, what did I do?
Clutch those down all the way. That's it, clutch down all the way, just turn back on. So a bit of gas, clutch really slow. Just crawl all the way, clutch it a little bit, that's good. That's it. That one you see me stopping. You mustn't stop. If you stop, it's much harder to get moving again.
Oh, so I should have just done the clutch.
Yeah, so you brake off, roll, creep, go. This isn't easy to get used to, but that's what we've got to do. It's all getting used to it all. Okay, so end of the road, we'll go left. So this one, the aim is to slow right down. I'll demonstrate this, but I won't. I'll get you to do it next time because his car behind me close.
Okay.
So if you do no pedals at all,
yep.
I'll do my brake about here, clutch, I don't need the gears yet. So I'll steer nice and wide round, that's good. That's it. So I'm braking but not stopping. So I do brake off, one. Got loads of time to look. They're coming in. So off we go. So I'm rolling really slow. It is hard to do, you can't just do this straight away, but you've got to get used to rolling, creeping, and then going. That's good. That car's still behind, so we'll pull up on the left further on, if he doesn't pull over. Not just yet, a little bit further.
Oh, sorry.
So I nailed it, you'll have to now. So clutch down, into one. Steering away, clutch stays down, down, down. Gas clutch, hold it still. That's good. You can do that, it's just going to do it further up, it's okay now. Clutch down a little bit. That's it, and just balance it out. That's good, and then it's going to get it dead still. So imagine there's a parked car with a lamppost there, that's what we do. You roll, balance it, then before you go, you check the middle mirror, right mirror, and then go. Yep. So, yep, signal comes off. That's it, lots of gas. That's it, clutch slow. So that clutch starts a little bit slower. The slower you lift the clutch, the better. It's going to be really slow, like crawling up. So is anyone behind us?
No.
We're going to imagine that there is, and that the bus comes down the hill. So imagine the car's behind us, we do brake in a tiny bit, clutch down, one, brake off. So you roll the clutch down, balance the car, now the bus is gone, off you go. That's it.
Okay.
Just try it again now because no one's behind. So the bus comes over the hill,
so
clutch down.
Clutch,
Not even braking because of the hill.
Oh.
No brake at all.
Okay.
Clutch down, that's it, clutch down.
First.
No, you don't have to do that. All you got to do is clutch down and balance it. You don't need to brake at all. You just clutch down, let the car stop, clutch up. That's it. You don't need to brake, you don't need to the gear, it's all done. So handbrake goes on. That's it, and then clutch down, let's turn back on. So that's it. It's still because you're braking up a hill, you don't brake up a hill. So if you're braking up a hill, you're going to stop dead and you just cut the engine out.
Okay.
So bit of gas clutch, and then will you be safe to go?
It's a bad place for me to stop.
It's not bad because no one's around, that's good. That's it. We only tried some roads where it's easy because this one, even with the market being on, it's pretty dead in terms of moving cars. So, could you still get second?
We're going to turn because I don't know if I should.
That's fine. So, when you turn, I'll demonstrate this one because I want to show what I mean about it rolling. So, if you just do the mirror signal, so steering nice and big. I'm doing clutch down, I'm braking a bit, but I'm not going to stop there unless I really have to. So, roll like that. So, rolling that slow. So, I'm not stopping there at all. So, roll, creep, can we go?
Yeah.
So I'll do brake off, gas clutch, off we go. Like that.
Oh, okay.
That's it. And then next road on the left. That's it.
So first gear now, so I should change.
That's good. That's it. We're not too bothered now about that noise, that doesn't matter. Because I'm only used to get the approach work done. So park cars, we check the middle mirror, braking a little bit, no clutch at all unless you've got to stop.
I think
that's
we're
good.
okay.
Okay, even if you did stop, when we say stop, I mean crawl, and then go. You only stop dead if you absolutely got it, which is after you've crept. If you're stopping dead all the time, it means you're not planning ahead. That's why we're working on it now, about planning ahead. So let's get third. No gas, just go back to it. If you get third, that will do the acceleration for you. If you do gas, you go flying downhill. So next road on the left. So really braking quite hard. Firm. That's good, that's better like that. So keep doing that as you come down to 2. That's it, softly off the pedals. That's it. Whatever you do now, don't just gas. Just roll, brake in the touch if you need it. Keep really well from that curve. That's it. Check in.
Can I go? Or?
Yeah, we go.
Yeah.
Swing it in, off we go. That's good. Not much gas, no gas. Until now.
Sorry.
That's it. So down the hill does work for you. So that when you go clutch down 3, the hill will accelerate for you. If you do the gas in third, you go flying over the limit before you've got a chance. Let's go third now. That's it. So next road on the left again. I'm only mentioning the gears there, so we get to go up and down more. So that's good, smooth braking. And then that's good, that's it. That's better. It's that time as if you need to get a little bit too much brake, that's better, because too much is better than too little. You can always take it off. If you're going too fast, it's hard to actually brake and suddenly slow down. So you probably will have to give way because of all these cars. This one's fine though for now. So keep going there. Keep going.
Oh, it's
That's
me.
good.
Sorry.
Yep, this one's good, it's just further on. So we'll keep nice and wide for these cars. But the red one and black one would have to maybe give way, but we wouldn't because it's so wide. Okay, this happens so quick I can't explain all in one go.
Okay.
But you may have to give way after the red one. So is anyone behind us?
No.
No.
Okay.
So that one's got 2 cars sticking out, you may have to give way. But is there anyone coming down?
Not. I don't think so at the minute.
That's good because your approach speed is good because you're ready for it.
Yeah, okay, we can go, I think.
That's it.
Yeah.
If they want both sides, I want that truck is. There's no one there. But if someone comes down the other way, no one really has any right of way because if the car's on both sides, it's whoever gets there first. So end of road will go left. So I want you to do this one like I showed you before where you kind of creep and crawl, but really slow. It's all about getting the braking correct.
Okay.
So
So we'll go brake.
brake, that's good.
Yeah.
Clutch, but no gear. Clutch down, that's it. Braking a little bit more. You just stay nice and big. That's good, that's better. Big turns. Softly braking still a little bit. A bit more, bit more. Brake off into 1. No brake at all. That's it. And can we go?
Yeah.
That's good. That's a lot better. That's it. It's one of the hardest things you do. When I mentioned about moving on to roundabouts, that's what roundabouts are all about the approach and trying to carry on. So straight on, we won't pull up again this time.
Okay.
Is anyone behind us?
No.
You do the mirrors roughly every 10 seconds-ish. It depends on the situation, but that way you always know what's going on around you. So, can we get through this gap?
Yeah.
Yep, that's good. Because say if you've got a bus behind you, you're more likely to go through because a car the other way will probably give way to you both, but it depends on the situation. So end of the road left again.
So in second gear. It's
Signal.
okay. Oh,
That's
sorry.
it, that's
Yeah.
good. Brake clutch. It's good you think in the gear, but you don't need it till the end. So roll, softly braking. That's really good. Down to which gear now?
First.
That's it. Brake on, off, roll, braking.
Oh, sorry, I was going.
Just in case. Yep, that's good. You've got to creep, crawl, because you can't slow well, so you've crept. So next road on the left. You got to go sort of brake on, off. So you creep out the end of the road. Because that one, the view is really bad, so you've got to kind of crawl. Okay, we're all doing more rights, but these are important to get done. So, what might happen on this road?
Might not be able to see very well.
That's good.
So it should brake a little bit.
That's it. Okay, normally none of these cars will be here at all, this area's dead, so normally the plan was to go around here like once, but because all the cars are there, it's harder. So no gas at all, just change the 3 but don't do any gas whatsoever.
So clutch and
That's it.
3. Oh, when you put the clutch down you go fast, don't you?
That's why I don't need the gas, because the hill does the work for you.
Okay.
Whereas before you was going really quick downhill. So next left again, I won't say too much on this one, just see if you can do it on your own.
Can't remember where the left is. Oh, it's here.
That's it.
So slow, and then firmly, and then want to change now,
That's good.
and then still brake, and then clutch off,
That's it. That's better.
and then turn.
That's good.
So no gas here,
That's it.
and then, okay, there we go.
Yeah, that's better. So you don't need the gas because the hill is doing it for you. So we'll try that route one more time. I just want to show you that one more time about braking. Could you get the third?
Yeah, well, is
that's
it this left, or?
Yep, let's get the third side. Just so you get practice at it. Okay, so yeah, next left.
Okay, so now here's brake, a little bit harder, second.
That's good. You'll get more used to that the more you do, so you just get more and more used to braking and the way it feels.
Do
So,
I pull in here?
no pedals at all, because it's Sony's going to put it. Yeah, so we go.
Okay.
Do nothing about no pedals, because you loads of time. So imagine now, is anyone behind us?
Yeah, the red
Yeah,
car.
so I can't show that. But imagine someone coming the other way, first thing is mirror, no pedals, the car creeps on its own, then you go. In first and second it will creep on its own, you don't need any pedals at all. It doesn't work in third, fourth, fifth. It's like now, do mirror, no gas. Ready to brake, but you can see it further than me, so.
Okay, so we're okay. Right. Yeah.
That's why it's good to go over these things, because you can nearly always see better than me. Is that car going to see us?
Yes, I think
that's
they have, yeah.
So end of the road will go left. Yeah, the other one wasn't wrong when I was saying right brake, but it's just really awkward. But this one is up to you. Let's see how well you can creep. You can always stop if you need to, but you shouldn't have to very often.
So I should be clutch and then I should be in
Great.
first.
That's it. That's good.
So now I can...
Good. That's it.
I realised later that when it started to shake, I was like, I should have had the clutch.
The clutch can go down very early there, so if that car was the end of the road, you could have your clutch down as early as now. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Coasting is only bad if you've got no reason to be doing it. But if you had your clutch down now, apart from changing gear, there'd be no reason for doing that at all. You can coast. If you don't coast, you can't drive because you've got to coast to change gear. So let's try and think now. We're doing middle mirror, no gas. Imagine someone's coming down. Now they've gone, and off we go. That's not the one before I was saying about you don't need to do anything, you just gas off and then go. So this one at the end, the problem is the view is really bad. So we'll stop dead, then I'll go over that thing I was saying about the brake.
Stop dead?
Yep. So normal left turn, but stop it dead on the line, or just before the line. Just turn. That's it. So the view is really bad, so you've got to go to one, and then brake off, brake on, brake off, brake on, brake off, brake on. You roll as far as you can, braking, 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 braking. So if you've got to do brake on, off and off, you can't just go brake off. You've got to brake on, off and off and off and off and off and off. You can't just go brake off, go, because it's too fast. So we'll try that one again.
Okay.
It's got to be brake on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. So you're rolling, rolling, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. So you creep, 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 there you can go. Because if anyone comes from the right, the reason I'm going like that is when one comes down, you've got to brake really hard. I'll try and show you here if I can, because no one's around behind us. I'll do it further on if possible, but
okay.
Just saying. You see, our lessons can change because I didn't plan on doing this at all, but suddenly it's all changed because while we've got the chance to do this, we might as well. So sometimes we make a lesson plan, the whole thing changes.
Here I can be in third, but
That's
no.
it. That's it. That's it.
That's it, okay.
So slam again, next left just for now. See if you're leaving it late, so break off or all.
Oh.
That's it, because if you did it too early, it's a little bit early.
Oh, it's too soon.
That's it. And then keep really off that curve. And then the brake again. That's good. That's it. That's good. Yep, that's good. So 2 seconds better than too late, but you just don't need to run that soon. It's better you do that, you know, earlier rather than later. So we'll go next left again. Now, normally you could actually enter this road in third because normally it's wide open and clear, but with the market being on and the cars being there, it's not quite so clear. Well, let's see how good this one goes. What do you think of that one?
I think I stopped a bit
That's it.
too much.
That's it. Because now when you're braking a little bit too hard, it's got to be like a millimetre less. This takes a lot of time to practice, you can't do this straight away, but it's got to be like a slight less bit of brake, otherwise you get a sudden slowdown.
Can I be in third here?
Yep, that's good. Because the more you get to doing this, the more you can get up the gears. Before we weren't because I was thinking about saying brake and all that, but now you know a bit more about doing it, that's good. So, what do you do on the approach to this part?
So just no.
Yep, what do you have to look?
And the middle one.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can see better than me, ready to brake, but I can't.
Cover the brake, but don't press it.
That's good. That's it. So in third rolls quite nicely. It doesn't work out when in third, but it does still roll quite well. So end of the road left, just like before.
So on off, on off,
yeah.
on off. Okay.
Well, it depends. Whatever you're going to do, let's just say. This one is more just, well, I won't say it. That's good. What's missing now? That's it.
Wrong gear.
That's it.
And now I need to
That's
go.
good. That's it.
Sorry.
When I say that as well, what's missing, you don't have to brake, you just go one, carry on. Because whenever you say which gear, people always tend to brake, but you don't have to brake, you just go into one, carry on.
Okay.
So this one at the end, I haven't got a chance to show you until we get there, but I'll demonstrate what I mean, because you've got to just creep, 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 crawl really slow. There aren't many like this around here, it's probably the only one there is around this area, but there is just something like this where you've got to creep, 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 crawl. So, checking where now. That's good, that's it. Okay, what could stop you from stopping? Like, what could be going on behind that would make you think I'm not going to stop?
If there's a car behind me that's very close?
Yep, that's it. So they will probably sit down and hold back. If they don't, then you've got to deal with that. But, yeah, that's the point. Okay, so, end down left. I'll do this one because I want to show you what I mean. So I'm just going to brake a little bit. So I'll do my brake, clutch, and then we stay up. So I'm not even going to bother with one just yet because I don't need that now. So you've got to stop about it's all there. Again, you don't have to because it's a giveaway. But you want to stop just there for now. You go back off, back on, off, on, off, on, so you are really slow looking around the bend. If anyone comes around, you can sort of stop easy. You roll them on. If I just go brake off, that car appears, smash across straight into that car. So it's going to be kind of on off till you're absolutely certain that when it comes to a point you think, yep, so gas clutch going. And that's it. Just so you do a bit more care on it. So next left again, you know the way now.
I'm still in first gear, that's the...
Next time we do that, we'll get second before the bend. Again, we're just going to build this up bit by bit. When you do things, it doesn't matter, as long as it's safe, you can do it. So this I won't say quite so much now, but it's up to you.
Nothing. Cover the brake. Oh, I should have looked in the mirror first.
That's it. Things on mirrors as well, I'll be checking those, but at the moment I've got watching the road mainly, because if I'm watching you doing the mirrors I might miss something else. Please could you mention the mirrors? So now that car, middle mirror.
Yeah.
Down there, that's fine. So if they had pulled out, we know we could brake. If someone's behind, you have to brake earlier. So next left again, but try not to brake too soon. Which gear are we in now?
Second.
Yeah, that's it. So it's a lot easier this time because you don't have to change the
Yes. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, that's good. When it says here, so you can get third. That's good. Now this is where we get fourth now.
Fourth?
That's it, straight out forward, no gas at all. Because the idea for you rolls nice. Okay, next left again.
Clutch down. What am I meant to be in the second?
That's good. So what we've done now is gone from 4 to 2 instead of 3 to 2 sounding. But fourth saves you quite a bit of fuel. So yeah, that's good at that bike. That's it. Bikes are easy because bikes are so narrow you can always get through with them. So obviously you couldn't get fourth on this road because of what?
All the cars in the way.
So anyone behind us?
No.
That's good. See, third's fine, but 4 would not like it because fourth is purely for cruising at 30. Anything other than that, or anything below 30 won't like.
Oh, and it was uphill as well, wasn't it?
That's
so
it.
it wouldn't like that. So cover and look, and then so
that's good.
Looks okay.
You'll see next time we come this way, none of these will be here. I've been going around here for years and years, I've never seen this road this busy. So end of the road left. We won't do this one more time, we'll do it, and then we'll go to the different area.
Okay.
So it's up to you. Just try not stopping dead, but you can if you need to. It's up to you. Just try and creep it really slow.
I stopped dead. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to.
So how could you avoid doing that?
I should have not used the brake and used the clutch instead.
Yep, so you'll brake, it'll be harder now, brake it harder and then brake off. So these are different because that one is totally different to this one. That's good speed. Because this one at the end, you've got to go back on, off and off. Why is it on this one you've got to do that?
Because you can't see as well.
But also, what is it about the road that means you've got to go back on, off and off? Why can't you creep with the clutch?
Or down when it's sloping a little bit.
Okay. So downhill is the only time you do this, generally brake on, brake off, but uphill is different. So I know which gear might be better.
I'm not sure.
That's it. That's it. So clutch 2.
Sorry.
Because as soon as it starts rallying straight away down, preferably before it rolls, but you've got to learn when it's going to roll. So this one, I'm going to go left. You don't have to stop dead, but you've got to creep, stop, not stop dead, but creeping really slow. So you've had at least 3 looks to the right before you go. Just about playing with the brake very delicately. That's it, so that's 1 look. And then which gear suits? That's it, looking where as well. That's it, so can we go?
No.
That's good, see that's where that car had come round, but it would be awkward if you'd have gone.
No, and again no.
You can even maybe creep so your bonnet sticks out a little because it's quite wide that road for them to get round.
Okay. I think now is okay.
That's good. There's even a road opposite there with that one. So this time we're going to get second gear, so second about now. And then left again. So you notice those things on the floor, the little dragon's teeth, there's a little like dragon's teeth. They don't really come in like those ones there. They're more for if you've been travelling down the road from a long way back, that shows you where to brake, like where your braking should be done by. So they're all there to help you with that. So can we be lucky again, or do we need to give by this time?
We're
okay. Braking. That's good, can we go?
Yeah.
That's good. Yep, that's great.
Okay, so Sorry.
Yeah, so when you used to drive, you don't have to stop pretty much ever at all. Even at red lights, whatever you can do, so you don't have to stop dead. Roundabouts, junctions, it is hard, but you can do it so you don't have to stop dead. That's good. So, same as before, then we're going to go to a different area, because we can try all these things in different places.
So, still left, yeah?
That's it.
Okay.
So now that bus is creeping. That's what we were doing just.
Okay. So it's braking. Just a second. Still braking.
That's good.
And then off. And then
That's it.
turn.
You feel there the effect the clutch has. When you lift it up, it holds you back. That's why you want it up when you go in the bin. So third or fourth, whatever is up to you now. You don't have to get forward just before we did, for an example of how you can. But next left again, and I'll start doing it a different way.
Do you have to go to 4? No, wait, sorry, I lost cassette. Do you have to go to 3 before you go to 4?
You don't, but you will for now, because most times you don't. Now, imagine you went to second to 4 there, what will be happening now if you're in fourth?
So 4 is bad for the hill?
Yeah, that's it. So then you stall, but you can do 2, 4, yeah, just understand you can't. There is a reason I don't do that, which I'll go over later on today, but let's just
So
see.
cover.
So we're going to do another topic, it's a new topic which will help explain that. So this time we're going to go into the road right, you go to the same place, it looks weird this one, but you still go bending to your left, but you just turn right at the end instead. So I won't so much, it doesn't matter if you stop dead, but try and avoid stopping dead if possible.
Okay, so should be looking in the right mirror, brake a little bit, maybe clutch as well.
That's it.
Oh, what did I do?
That's it. So, what did you do?
That's good.
That's it. Can we go?
I think we can go.
Yeah, that's good. So we'll pull up on the left, just somewhere by this post maybe. That's good. Yeah. So what do you mean on that one? When you say what did I do? So I think I know what you meant, but I've just got to check.
The indicator went off, so I think because I turned,
Yeah,
then it
that's
went off, and then I need to do it again.
Yeah, that's fine. So I thought you meant why didn't I roll out so well? You know, why didn't I roll up? Because he was going a little bit quick. But that's what I've got to check what you meant. So the reason you're not getting, so the reason you are having to stop is you could approach it a little bit quick. Because it takes a long time to get, you can't just do it in a day or an hour or 2 or 3 or 4. It takes hours and hours, normally about 20 odd hours of practice. So imagine the end of the road is like that driver on the left there. You've got to get it so when you're approaching this far back, you sort of brake it like that, brake off, see, wait, creep, okay, like that. It just takes a lot of practice with the timing. Yeah, but the signal was just because you turned, because the car thinks you've turned the other way.
Okay.
This isn't that important for now, but I'll try and demonstrate this. If you signal to your left now, and then when you turn the wheel in a moment, just listen, you'll hear a very faint click behind the wheel.
So turn it.
That's it. There, that little click. It's very faint. If you turn back, that click means the signal's going to go off.
Ah,
So
okay.
it's really hard to hear when you're driving, you've got the engine revving, but you can just hear it and you think, well, now it's clicked, I know it's going to click off the other way. That isn't a major problem though, because you know, your position told everyone where you're going to go. So when we talk about signals, your positioning is a signal. The way you're facing shows people where you're going to go there. So what do you want to go over the most so far from what we've done? So we haven't done any right turns, but around the lefts, is there anything about those you want to go over?
Still not doing it perfectly. Why
is that? What do you think could be better? Is that a car behind you? No, so I thought it was going to go back where it came from. Yeah, so what could be better about those?
I think the rolling sort of, actually no, when it was going in it was okay, I think. It's just coming out that's not, it's not terrible, I don't think, but not
That's good.
Great.
Going in, you know, it's a lot easier because you just go in because you need not stopping and creeping normally. But Yeah, the creeping is just getting used to the braking. I can't say how much it is because I can't say brake that much. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
If I do mine and you try and do yours, you won't feel yours. That's the problem. Because people try and copy what I'm doing, but if you do yours now, that takes mine away and vice versa. So it's a bit awkward. That. But what I can say is you've got to brake. You just get used to it because we've only done it 40 odd minutes today. So you've got to kind of brake a little bit. If you brake less, how much is less? Like if you brake a bit hard.
Tiny amount, like a millimetre.
That's it. So a millimetre up, they might millimetre down. They may be up and down, because as you're doing that, the road has an effect as well. This road here, for example, is slowing you down because you're going uphill, so you've got to sort out that into account as well. The meeting situations these are hard for me to teach that is because it happens so quick. That's why I have to plan by the head, like the police car, police van behind. They're sort of doing mirrors, braking, side mirrors because they haven't got a rear mirror. They're sort of slowing down, looking and going. But just to be clear on this, how do you know who's got right of way, like on this one?
So if the obstruction's on my side of the road, then the oncoming people have right of way.
Yeah. What if they're on both sides like that, kind of like the van there on the right car or whatever?
Neither.
That's it.
So it's just whoever's there first. And
I know they're there, they've turned off. If they were coming down, you wouldn't push through. What you call the zone. The zone is like the area of parked cars. So they're in the zone, I'm not going to go through. You wait back here, crawl, creep, and then go. What's the problem, if I'd show you one thing here? Because there's a reason why we do all this stuff. Why can't you just stop dead like that to give way? Why is this not so good now?
Because, did you brake?
Yep.
Is this going to be harder to go again, isn't it?
That's
now.
It. Imagine there's someone behind me and I'm doing like handbrake, that. The one behind me is already gone. Yeah, they've already got round you now because you've stopped. Because it looks like we parked. I know we're not giving way here, but yeah, that's why it's important. It isn't about rushing it, but if you move like this, you're giving a clear message to the car behind that we're not giving way, we are giving way, we're not going to park. You creep, then you can check your mirrors. What could stop you from moving off like now? What could stop you from going behind? Nothing actually there, but what could be there?
Like other cars and stuff coming, trying to like overtake you.
So imagine I'm giving way, that one comes out of the junction, they don't realise I'm giving way, they go around like that, I've got to stop. Which is a good example there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't often happen, but it can where people misunderstand what you're doing. So what else could you do maybe to tell them that you're going to go around the cars? You're saying don't go around me.
I feel like this might be a stupid answer, but is it a signal?
Yeah, that's it. So give a signal to the road. You say, look, I'm trying to go, I'm not stopping. So the things, if you indicate too much, you could look like you're going to turn into that road there. So you've got to judge, would it benefit anyone or not? You signal if it would help someone without confusing someone. So you think, would anyone care? No one behind, no point sticking. If you've got a bus behind you, you think, yeah, I'll signal, so look, I am trying to go around, I just can't go around just yet.
Okay.
So Sam getting out on the left and rights, there's one right in particular we're going to pull up and go over briefly. Yeah, but let's go and give that a go. So at the end of the road is a crossroads. We haven't done crossroads yet, we don't need to because there's only one of them today that we're doing here. But all you do is creep, 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 creep. We did it on the way back last time when we came over.
Yes,
so you
I
creep,
remember.
creep, crawl. I won't so much want to see you creeping on your own, but just try and resist the brake because the braking does make it harder.
Okay.
So you've only got to end up going back, hand brake off, gas clutch. You end up back where you came from, and you just kind of make it more work for yourself if you don't. But anyway, let's give that a go. But you can always brake if you need to, if you think you're going to go flying out. But I'm always ready to brake as well.
Okay.
Right, so let's go and give that a go. So you're going to do lefts and rights, and this new topic I've been talking about.
No.
That's fine.
It's okay.
That's good because that car wouldn't have seen us anyway. That is good because you realise that car's there straight away. You've held back. See how much room you got there? The more room you have, the better you've done it. So that means you're planning far ahead.
Is this okay? Or?
Yep, that's good. How you judge the width again is difficult to explain because you get used to it. I'll say that a lot because there are methods you can use, but I find if you just get used to it, it's easier. So we're going to go ahead on the crossroads.
Straight.
It's up to you, just balancing at the end and then going. It's all about braking hard.
Should have clutched, that's what it's on.
Which gear now?
One.
That's it.
Trying to balance a little bit.
So it's pretty good, but it's just 'cause you're not braking enough on the way. You got to brake hard on the way and then brake off. So you do most of the braking to begin with. I'll show you one now while no one's around. Imagine the end of the road was... I'll do one further up actually because it's a little bit awkward here. I'll wait till we get round the van and round the bend. I'll show you one Now this will be slightly downhill, but it's the same sort of thing. So imagine the end of the road is where that next lamppost on the left is. So I'm going to brake about like this hard, so I brake and clutch a lot really hard early on, then one, so I brake off. If anything, I'm not going to get there, so roll, I've got loads of time, I'm not going to get there, I creep. So at the moment you're braking a little bit late, so we're going like that, then get clutch down, brake, you've already gone out of the road. So you got about much earlier.
Yeah, okay.
So how much earlier you've got to get used to. It's all to practice. I can tell you, but then you don't get to pick it up yourself.
Okay.
So I'm just going to pop these two things on. So end of the road will go left. What can you tell about this one just from looking at it?
It's probably going to be quite hard to see the oncoming cars because it's like tilted to the left a bit.
That's it. Is it flat, uphill, downhill?
Downhill a little bit.
So what method would you use to come out of this one? If you think back to the ones we did earlier on, there's one similar.
Yes. This means you do the, you're going to brake on and off and on.
That's it. Just to go over that again quickly on this one, it's just very fine movement, so brake off, then on, like that. So I'm barely pressing the wall, just creeping, crawling, creeping. If I just go brake off, what would happen?
You're going to roll out.
So maybe not here, but yeah, normally go flying smash. If you don't brake off, of course, you never move, so it's kind of on, off, like that.
Okay.
Okay, so please back on. Right, let's go and give that a go. Once you've turned left, we will be taking the first right, which is not too close, but just so you know, just so you can be prepared for that.
Okay.
So,
yeah,
that's good. So is it worth getting second or not?
No, too soon, too close to the junction.
But imagine if you had been going faster, this is how you would be about now. So left we go.
Oh, sorry.
That's it. So clutch down, steering. That's it. And then just playing with the brake. Doesn't matter if you stop, but try and avoid it if you can. Even with that car, can we roll? Yeah, no, if it's 2 or 3 you can't roll. And that's good, so you try to carry on. It doesn't always work because sometimes you've got to stop. Looking where as well.
Sorry. Okay, we can go.
That's good, it's nice and warm from that curve, that's good. That's it, that's good. Lights are fine, I'm going to mention those because they're good.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And that's why you look at left, so we do the next road on the right.
Okay.
Good to turn the next out releases the bus, so as soon as you're sitting on the bus when. So just the brake, no clutch at all. You can probably go, but braking, leave late to turn. Good, that's it, that's great. That's it, that's good. Yeah, at that junction we're looking left because the lights could have gone red. There's no one there, so they probably wouldn't, but now, I did mention I was going to pull up and go over a junction, but I've actually showed you this before when I drove you over here to begin with. It's the one where you go right on the bend, and that crash was about 2 weeks ago. So, where would you go on this one?
So we're going
where
right.
Where's the values? How do you get to there? Which road do we want? So the markings, what's that 2 lines mean?
That we can't go that way.
So do mirror signal.
So how do we get there?
Braking. Follow it, that's it.
That's
one. Good.
Which
gear now?
1,
2, don't see. Let's try
2.
Pedals off. That's it. More give right lines looking left, coming down. Yeah, that's good. That's good. You did look, that's fine. There's no one there, but that's what we've got to be aware of. That's what we call a Y junction, which we may or may not come out to later on. Probably not, because it's hard to get back to that one, from the way we're going. But these are all the different kinds of junctions. There's T junctions, like the other ones we did before. That's more of a Y junction. So we're not going to stay around here, it's going to pass through this area. That's good. So we're not too stuck on the same roads. So I went sandwich for a little bit, I'm just going to drive for about 5 minutes on your own. Okay. And then we're going to do one more new topic, which will help with what we're working on. So one little thing you could do now will make it even better.
4.
Yep, that's it. Just make sure you're doing 30 dead on. Because I can't see speed over me, but as long as you're doing 30 dead on, and then 4th.
So I'm going a little bit uphill, so maybe not 4th?
That's good, that's it. No, what's that coming towards us?
The quad bike.
Like, the truck thing. Yeah, so 4th could get up this hill, but you don't have to. The thing is 4th, what did you say 4th was for?
More speed and less power.
Yep, that's it. So they're cruising, well, you're not exactly cruising now because of the bend, the kids, all the buses we've had around here before. So if a bus does come towards you, I'll leave most of it up to you to deal with that.
Middle, and you'd cover the...
That's it, that's good.
But it's okay, so we can go.
When you're more used to it, you don't always have to cover the brake because you can do it quicker. You just know, you might stand up, you know where the brake pedal is. But when you're new to it, you might take a second or two to find it, and that can make quite a difference. So at the very end of the road, we'll turn left. That's up to you.
Ah, okay.
So we've got the Eurovision flag zone. Stand your road. You guys all pass that road.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see how we can do this. So last road, that's what makes it wrong, that's it. Just trying to make a little bit because that bus is coming from the behind. So that bus is on the wrong side of the road. There has to be a brake in there, you can't brake, you mustn't brake. If you brake, it all goes wrong. So you sort of brake and the bus is flying up. So just sort of hand brake on there. If you know pedals at all. So what we're going to do is not brake. So you come up, you go left a little bit. Lots of turn left now. Turn down. I'll go clutch down, don't brake, wait. Clutch up, wait. If I go round like that, bang, it's all gone, you've lost it all. Because that's what stops you dead. It's managed well the gear, you got to do a little bit earlier, but I'm just going to creep over now. That's good. Off we go. It's good you're leaving the gear late. If you leave it that late, you're leaving it really, really late, you're barely getting it done. So you got to sort of brake harder, clutch down, brake off. So we'll leave the new topic we're going to work on this morning, because it's more important. You simply got to brake harder and then get off the brake because you're braking very late and then suddenly put it on hard. So now, is anyone behind?
No.
Is any car parked? No. If they were on the road, you'd be braking hard and it will be off by about now for the blue one. Just hold them right back.
Okay.
We'll still do a new topic in a bit, just want to get this a little bit better. So now, what's going to fifth?
Oh, sorry.
It's pushing a little bit too far over. So, this one now, what could stop us?
The car.
Yep, anyone behind us?
No.
So we brake quite a bit anyway because he's moving. Braking out a second, get nice and wide, really wide out. So can we go?
Yeah.
Yep. We're braking out because his lights are on, he could be moving. He's not, but he could be. So we couldn't just pass. So looking ahead, is there anything going to stop us or not?
That red car.
That's it. But let's still get 3 for now. We've still got quite a bit of time, that's good. See the way the one he's braking, that's good. So he's braking hard and he's signalling. You don't have to signal, but he's braking early. So do mirror, brake. This is much better. So now if anyone does come like that, braking, just stopping it. So braking, clutch down, stopping, stop, right back, stop. That's it. Down to 1. That's it. And then checking the mirrors.
Yeah.
And then gas clutch going. That's it. You could get through that gap by the way, but I wanted to stop because I wanted to practice that because it's quite tight gap at the best of times. That's it. So the idea is you've got to brake so hard that you're not going to get there because at the moment you're trying to stop there, you've got to stop way back, way back, so you're not going to get there at all. And we go next road on the left.
So this one?
Yep. So as I know it's all done, nothing done. So that far back, no brake, nothing, no brake. If you brake, it all goes wrong. So you don't need to brake at all. And then round you go. So the brake is not for stopping, the brake slows you down, you shouldn't be stopping the brake. If you stop with it, it's not good, because that means you're not planning ahead enough. So on now in this red car, so I'll do my mirror, brake, I brake, clutch way back like that, nowhere at all. So roll, got tons of time, I can go 3rd, 4th, 5th, 4th, 3, 2, 1, roll, still loads of time, checking the mirrors, off I go. So I'm braking so hard, I got tons and tons of time. If you brake too late, you can't do that, because you're braking so late. You're barely getting it done. We'll try that again on the car in front, but I'll get you to do that. All I'm doing is simply braking harder and earlier, then it comes off at the end.
Okay.
So, is anyone around behind us?
No.
So, just imagine there's like 10 buses in the road coming towards us.
Okay.
So, we start braking a little bit now. That's it, a bit more, clutch down, and keep braking, that's good. And brake off, roll, that's it. Then brake a little bit, but not too much, that's it, then brake off. Just roll like that. Now, which gear do we need? That's it, see, wait and wait. All the buses have now gone off front, gone behind. Off we go. No. That's good. So doing that, you've got loads of time. It is hard if you go next left following that car.
Oh, okay.
It's hard because you've got to see it all coming in time, which takes a bit of practice, but that's good. So, end of the road, we'll go left. It won't stay around here long, but this is good practice for this. Now, having just said all of that, and that's correct, at the end of this road, just have a look at it, let me know what's different about the view on this one. When you get closer, what is it? Is it different? Is it really wide to go signal left and just go? That's it, because it's such a good view to go. That's it, it's wide open. So you don't always have to creep because that one is so wide. So I know you don't have much time to run there, but it's a really good view. So you think we'll just go. But those are few and far between. It's very rare you'll get one like that. So at the end of this road, there's two things that improve. First of all, you're going to signal later. Okay, if you signal before you go past that road, you must pass every single side road, then indicate. Okay. And the other one is you've got to do what you did on a parked car. So you brake harder, brake off, one, creep, hold. I want to hold it still, even if you can go, I want to hold it dead still.
Okay.
It isn't your fault that day, the bus was flying there before, the bus was tearing towards us, putting everything on us going, and then you had to swerve around, but that's why you don't ever assume the one in front's going to go, especially if it's a learner car. So, end of the road left, so I won't say too much, we just try that braking.
Okay. Are they going to wait? Yes. Okay, good.
So not till you pass that road, you must have fully passed the last road after the car, before you see them. That's good. So think of the parked car before. That's it. That's good. So steer. Which gear?
First.
That's good. Balance. That's good. Look how we go.
I want to balance, but there's someone behind me.
That's good. That's fine. That's okay. So you got to crept, looked, and then went. The one thing that you got to do a little bit is a gear. This is stupid. If you do the gear too late, it's a little bit too late. But by the time you've done it, you're just about going to start rolling back. Why is that a stupid place to overtake?
Because the bend, they can't see around me.
Yeah, there's nobody had any idea what was coming down this
he's
way.
going so fast.
Yeah. This one, I mean, if he does that and the bus comes up behind, this is the kind of thing you get around here. So what do we do now?
We should brake a little bit.
That's good.
These people.
That's it. Yep, that's good.
They're going to wait, so it's okay.
So people like the one over talk, they don't plan at all, they just hope. That's why doing shootings cost so much. There's our car again on the other side of the road. So straddle them for a little bit. I'm just going to try that a few more times and then we'll go and do this other thing.
I should be in third.
Yep, that's it.
So red car, I want to do the same thing.
Yeah, but you don't have to stop. It's just before we did to practice, but you can actually get through. As long as the car the other way is not too wide.
So just... Okay, yeah.
That's good. So I think we mentioned last time the reason people get wide is the potholes, because people are swerving around the potholes. So, what's that? The second road on the left.
Okay, I see it.
So the car goes around there because we're a little bit slow, but not like that for now, because we've got to get used to it all. But eventually you'll get to something much quicker. That's good. So next road on the left.
I don't see it. Is it right at the end?
Yeah, just here.
Oh.
Just opposite that man.
Oh, sorry, this is bad.
So things you got loads of time, but you haven't because you're not braking. You just got to brake harder because you're barely braking at all. You've got to brake much more, you got loads more time. It's all down to braking. If you don't brake enough, even if you'll stand on next left for the bus stop, you've got tons of time to turn there. You just got to mirror, brake, keep way back. If you don't brake enough, you sort of haven't got time to get it done. So end of the road left. What do you say was different about this one?
It's very wide.
That's it. So maybe can you just come out into?
Maybe brake. Oh no, wait, they're turning, so
that's good.
It was okay. I should put the clutch down.
That's just coming down to seeing it earlier. So that car was signalling, just going. It's all just practice, got to get used to it. You have to see all these things happening before you know how to do it all. So the cars that go around the snap, it doesn't matter, you've got to get quicker, they won't do that, but you've got to get used to doing it. I just have to mention while they're doing it, otherwise you wouldn't know what's going on maybe.
Just very highly annoying to be behind at the minute. But,
what we've got to do with that is just do the approach better, because if you approach better, you'll get away quicker. If you go into a junction slower, you'll get away much faster. It's because you come up a little bit too quick, then you stop in, handbrake one, by the time you've done it all, you slow yourself down. So if you approach slower, you will get there quicker. So now imagine a white car, if a bus comes down the road, you'd be braking, brake off about here, done. If you're braking here, too late, you've already sort of stopping yourself. So end of the road left, just do the braking earlier, but get off the brake way back before the end.
Okay.
You should be able to do it roughly as you pass the road, the brake comes off. It's only roughly. So mirror signal's good. Clutch down, no braking maybe, so down to 1. That's it, so deliberately early, creeping, that's already much better. Now you can see, so off we go.
Oh, to
That's
do
it,
the
that's good.
creepy thing.
Just turn.
So I wanted to do the balancing thing.
We'll give that a go, we'll try again in a bit. It's just that one, the point is the view's that good, you can go, so you don't have to balance. I know you want to practice that, but you only balance if you've really got it. If there's no need to do it, you just look, go straight away.
Okay. Should be inside, that's why it's making that noise.
We are going to go down and try a different area, because I don't want to stick around this area, it's too familiar, because if you get used to it, it doesn't help. So we're going to pull up somewhere safe on the left. Not just yet, but before the road on the right, which is quite a way down. So let me know when you find a good place. Just it, that's fine. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's fine, just way back that way. That's it. Why not here?
Because this road and
That's good, that's fine. All this is fine, nothing wrong with being here at all. So you've got a bit of a bend ahead and behind, but you've got loads of view, like in front and behind, you can see a long way, so that's all fine.
We're stopping
Yeah,
here?
that's good.
Okay.
That's it. So we'll leave it turned on, but I just want to go over this this next thing. This will help a lot, because if you need to get better at braking, the best thing to do is to do this, and I find this almost always works. So we're not going to go too far away, but just going to go for a bit of a break from this area and then come back the other side of this area. So when you drive down this road, or any road, you'll get a sign that looks like that. This black and white sign. What does that mean?
I can't remember what it means. I should know what this means. I did it last week.
So something to do with speed.
Oh yes, I remember. This is national speed limit.
That's it.
Yep.
So if you imagine this road that you're on now, this isn't, but imagine this was national. What would the speed be?
30. But it says slow.
But this isn't, but just imagine it was. What would it be? Not 30. Because national is the highest you could legally go, so what would that be on this road?
20.
No, 60. So 60.
60.
If you use national, 60 miles an hour. So it's either 60 or 70, depending on the kind of road you get. This isn't, but just imagine there was a national sign, you would be 60 down this road. So when you get the speed signs, there should be 2 of them opposite each other, like that. There aren't around here because some of them have fell down and are missing. But there should always be 2 larger signs, so you know it's changing up or down for a long way back. When you go down the road, what else do you get? Because you get the same sign, but how is it different when it's just reminding you of the limit?
It's blue.
Yep, it's like a little one. It's exactly the same, but much smaller. It's like a tiny little one. So it's like that. That's what we call the repeater. Like that. It doesn't look much like one there, but so the normal ones are, I don't know, that kind of big. The repeaters are that big, so this reminds you of the speed limit. On this road, how do you know what the limit is here though?
It says slow on the floor.
Nothing to do with that though. What tells you the speed limit?
The street lights.
Yep, that's it. So how does that mean there's a what? There are lights, that's correct, but how should they be to tell you it's 30? Because the fact there are lights doesn't just mean it's 30. But
So it's for like pedestrians, the lights.
do you know about the distance though? This doesn't always, you don't need to know this too much, but how far apart should the lights be for that to apply? So it's like normally 200 yards at the most, but it can be up to 300 yards. So if you have a lamppost like that, that is 30, because it's like lamppost, lamppost, lamppost. So like if you had one here, and where that bus stop is, if there wasn't one for like 6 times that distance, then that doesn't apply. because they've got to be quite close together for it to mean 30. But he said true about there are people around, pavement people, lights, so it's 30 miles an hour. If there are no lampposts at all, what's the limit going to be then? Assuming there are no other signs, what would it just be?
60.
Yep, so national. So when there are no signs, it's one of two speeds normally, but there are always exceptions. It's either 30 because the lampposts are there. If there's no lamppost, it's national. I don't say 60 much because it's national. National doesn't mean 60, it means as high as you can for your vehicle. But we're only thinking about the car for now, so it is 60, but it can be different for different vehicles. For a massive truck, what would it be for them? Like an HGV on a national speed road?
50.
Yep, that's it. Now, we're not going to look at dual carriage roads, that comes in later on. For the moment, just normal everyday roads like this one. So it's going to be 60 for us. When you get up to 60, what are you going to need to do that we haven't done so far? Something that we haven't used.
Be in 5th again?
Yep, that's it. So we'll go over 5th now. The only reason I'm leaving it on is so the aircon stays on, by the way. So to get from 4th to 5th, it's all going to 3rd, you just go up, over, up. So your hand is kind of open. It's quite easy to get into, but when you come out from 5th, what could go wrong if you put it down to 4 and you do it in the wrong way?
Oh, you could go to reverse.
Yep, now that will do massive damage, just not destroy your engine. So to get rid of that, all you do is you go down, let it go, down, like that.
Okay.
Or 5th to 3rd is down, let it go, up. Because you remember earlier on you said, can you go from 2nd to 4th?
Yeah.
You can, but why do you think I don't let people do that to begin with at least? Not what could go wrong as doing that.
Second to 4th.
Yep.
You might reverse.
Yeah, people go second reverse, that wrecks your engine like mad. So you can go second 4th, but you've got to be very careful doing that. One slip, that could do massive damage. So just why I don't get to people to do it. You often don't need to anyway, because second 4 is quite rare you ever need to do that. But we'll go over all these things later on. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. The road that we're going to be on is going to be up a big hill. It's going to push, push, push. When you get to national, leaving 3rd, push, push, push really hard until 50 odd, and then go from 3rd to 5th. It's much easier going 3rd to 5th than 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
When would you need to go 3, 4, 5? And when would you need to power the 4th?
If it's up a hill
Yeah,
first.
that's it. Now this one is uphill, but it goes flat as soon as the national speed begins. So you go 3, push, 4, push, 5, push. But you don't need to because this road's pretty flat. You can go 3rd, push, push, push. Minimum speed for 5th, what do you reckon that'll be? I know we haven't done this.
It'll probably be lower than I think it is, because they all were. So maybe like 40.
Yeah, that's it, because he goes on 10, 10, 20, 30 is what I normally do, and then up to 5th at 40. But if you leave it later and later and later, you can push, 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 then get 5th. It's better because you get more speed up. So just try to go and push down all the way, and then just go from 3rd to 5th.
So from 3rd.
There you go, that's
Wait,
it.
I'm in 3rd.
That's it. That's it. With your hand, try and have your hand fully open, flat on the other side. That's it.
Like
Because
this?
then you can push it over there. And try 5 to 3.
So you just push it like that and then...
That's it. And then back to 5. That's it. And then back to 4th. That's good. And then back to neutral. Now the reason we're doing all this is because the braking's not the problem, but we've had a little bit of stuff with that. If you're going faster, you'll get a better feel for the brake, because when you're going 50, 60, you've got to brake much harder and you'll get a feel for how hard you can brake. It's quite hard when you tool around town like this to get a feel for the braking. So we're kind of opening up the speed limits and get it faster, faster, and then brake. So I'll talk through that, all the high speed. It's really simple. It's one of the easiest things you do. If you're on high speed, you don't tend to creep, crawl, creep. It's just fast, go. There's a lot of planning involved, it's a lot easier. So we'll give that a go, then we'll come back and try the creeping. So there you mentioned you want to try that one.
Yeah.
But it's just sometimes you don't have to. If you don't have to, just go. So if you come up and nothing there, you just go. But we'll try the creeping for the times that you can't go. So if you want to move off and take the next road on the right, then I'll talk through, when we get to the speed signs, I'll go over that.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Because you're not doing much wrong, it's only a little thing with the brake, because that little thing can make quite a big difference.
Oh, no.
That's right. They talk about pulling there, you know, it's all the time we were there, we didn't cause any trouble.
Yeah.
So you didn't mind look an ideal place, but it's pretty good. The slow on the floor as well, we'll cover in a moment, but let's go over that. So next road on the right.
This one?
Yeah. That's good braking, does it? Just keep nice and straight. And then we turn, that's good. Also remember, the slow on the floor, the paint doesn't know how fast you're going, so slow doesn't mean a lot because it's only relative to how fast you're travelling. So end of the road we go left. That's good. So I'll leave it up to you, just whatever you need to do, just nice and slow.
So it's quite, oh sorry, a bit close to the...
That's it. So what's missing? What do you need? What's missing? That's it. That's good, still good, that's good. So sometimes I just forget the gear, I think, or if you forget it or if you think you don't need it, but...
I forget it.
That's the thing we need to work on still. So this one is still 30, there are no lampposts, that car's doing about 60 odd, but it is still 30 because there were little repeaters. There's one back there I didn't have time to mention, but you'll see more in a bit.
So I can
yep, that's good. Let me know when you see a speed sign, any speed sign.
So there's one there.
That's good, that's it. That's good. So that tells you, look, there are no lampposts, but it's not national. So let me know when you see the national sign. It might seem obvious, but a lot of people miss this one.
Could I be in fourth now? Oh no, wait, uphill. Oh yeah, I see it, yeah.
That's it. You don't want fourth, if you did, you lose all your speed. So when you get there, we can use third to accelerate hard. So we check the mirrors, is anyone behind?
No.
No. Is anyone ahead like bikes, horses, anything like that?
No.
No. So flat down the gas, maximum gas going, just so you get practice, that's good. So build and build and build and build and build and build. Let's do fifth now. That's it, just left it a little bit.
Sorry.
The wobbly don't worry about for now because no one's around. And then quite a bit of gas. All these routes are planned, so we're not going to do this on a busy road where there will be someone around. So this speed's good, the bend's fine, just keep going. Try and resist the urge to brake. So a little bit more gas, got a car behind, going fast. Let's get the speed right up high. Minimum 45, 50 on this one.
Okay.
So just keep pushing really high up. So if you do that, the car behind has dropped back, so it's actually safer, it's much safer. So keep going fast, go, right up high. Go, much more, go, much more. Get right up to 60 if you can. The weather's perfect, no reason not to do 60. So if you do that, the car behind is keeping back. If you go slow, you put yourself in danger by getting too close. I know he doesn't have to drive that close, but see how now he's way back. So what's happening ahead?
Turning left.
So no gas at all, don't brake whatever you do, roll.
Okay.
And keep well to the right, so you can see better around the corner. When you're on the halfway point of the bend, the apex, which is about, like when you can start to see better, you start accelerating about now a little bit. That's good. It'll take a little bit of struggle because we're in fifth, but the view's getting better, so we can accelerate away. Things like the lines on the floor we'll come back to in a moment, but that's good for now. So, yeah, that's good stuff. Looking ahead, you've got dead ground, which is when you can't see what's coming the other way, so the road's going to be invisible. But is anyone behind us still?
Yeah, that man.
Yep. How far behind is he?
Quite a way,
yeah,
actually.
So you could brake hard if needed. Very likely anyone's parked here. No, that's fine. That's good. That's good. So at the moment, there's nothing to brake for at all, no reason. And now the road's going up, so plenty of gas and push, go. The vast majority of roads in the country are high speed, so you'll do much more of this than we do low speed. Now it does the slopes, what could that mean? It's a sign.
Oh, it's saying horses, yeah.
So anyone behind us?
Yeah, that man.
Yeah. But he's a way back, so we don't even have to brake, we just roll down, engine braking's fine, no gas at all. What's the speed going to be now?
30.
Yep.
So I should change down.
Yeah, let's try 3, so it's down and up, softly off, that's really slow. And see how controlled that is, really good. And end of the road, which comes up in a moment, we'll turn left. So just like before, so we're braking a lot. More, clutch down, steering. That's it, bit more brake, bit more. Brake off, into 1. That's it, then creep. Can we go?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So what made that better than the other ones?
Braking earlier.
That's it.
I think.
What else was different about the brake?
About the what, sorry?
The brake, what was different about that? But just ask what's the speed on this road now?
60.
No, 30. 30 about there, so you go down to 30 about there, you've got 30 with these. Just to ask, because when you've gone fast, it's hard to get back. You've actually done well, but it's quite hard to get back to speed. Flat road, what's the best gear?
4.
That's it. Just watch that speed. I can't see from here, but be careful. That's it.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, so the brake was hard as well. It was harder than earlier.
Oh, okay.
That'll do a big gas now. That's it. Now I know we said we'd try the brake on that road, we didn't try much, but next time I'm going to do that one more time. I'm going to try more braking. So when the limit changes, do you have to do it or not? No. So it's a limit, not a target. You don't have to get into it. But we did there because the weather's perfect. That car was way back. This car's in perfect condition. The brakes, tyres, everything. So we can just get the speed right on 30. Because this is all about the approaches to junctions. If your speed goes up, down, it's really hard to approach from.
40.
That's good. So try and hold 40, but would that be safe, do you think?
So it's bending a bit?
That's it. Can you see over the bend or not?
No, so I shouldn't do it.
That's it. But when you get closer, because I know this road well, it does get a bit better, so can you do
Okay, yeah, now I can see.
If there was a horse ride, you'd see the head kind of bobbing up and down over the edge.
So I should go.
Yeah. And keep letting me know what you see coming up, because there's a few things on this road you have to spot.
So national speed limit. So
how well can you see ahead though?
Not at all.
So braking a bit, this is a really bad road to national. You would never do over 30 down here, so it's rolling. So it says 60, you don't have to do it. It's a very narrow road, so we keep well to the right. As in a moment there's a big curb in the gutter here, kind of sticks out. This is fine, but if you're any more left and hit it, you'd be in big trouble. So imagine doing 60 now would not be good.
Yeah.
So well to the right, that's good, that's it.
I feel like I'm too close to them, but...
That one, you are closer, but you see the road's collapsed on the left. So I've seen two vehicles here that skidded off the road and gone in the field. You see the skid marks on the floor there. People skid off, smack in the field.
So going quite fast,
yeah,
that's because we're in 4th,
That's it, just force on your back. If you're in 5th, what would happen now?
I'd go faster.
That's it, which is not what we want, so that's good. So the limit's 60, but the actual speed's more like 40-ish. That gas, that's good. Especially this time of year when all the trees are growing and whatever, spring. So who's behind us? That's good.
New one.
That's it. So at the end of the road we're going to get left. This is to practice the braking. The main thing is you must brake hard and early. You don't want to get to the end, you want to stop too far back deliberately.
Oh, okay, right.
Left. That's it, the car's long that back. So hard braking, that's good. Just like that, so that's good. No, no. That's it, roll, no brake at all, that's fine. So cluster down. We roll, now into 1. Steering big, clutch those down and down, that's much better, down, that's good. And then pop the clutch a little bit, but can we go?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good, creep away clutch, that's good. That's great. That's good. The only reason you don't need second is because you're not going to use it, so it's going to be 1, use brake, clutch, wait, steer, then gear.
Yeah, okay, I see why I did wrong there, yeah. So if I could have turned straight away, then 2 would have been okay,
yeah,
but
no way there, because that's bad. What does this sign mean, this... Well, actually it's beyond hedge, but what's this white sign mean coming up the top?
That's like no waiting zone ends?
That's it, because it's not national, it's not because they're national, but it's similar, but it's stripy, that's good. So, do you know? Revenue. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep,
30.
So what's the speed on this?
30,
that's it.
because of the street lights.
That's it.
Yeah.
Now there is a roundabout coming up. I'll do this for you for now because I don't want to get too involved with roundabouts. In fact, if you try braking, you can do this yourself. Just braking. Bit more. That's good. Clutch down 2. Brake off. Clutch up very slow, and we're good to go. So off you go straight on. That's good. Because all that's practice with braking. That's why I don't want to stick to the same area while they can sort of develop your skill there. So you said it's 30. That's correct. 3rd or 4th I think is best. So watch that speeding in 2 ways, it's braking a bit, braking. Now I can't see but it feels too quick.
Yeah, it was.
So straight on for a little bit.
Which gear? So 3
Yep,
is
3,
okay?
that's it, not much gas there, not much at all. It's good, but just be careful because you only need a bit of gas and it goes flying. This is good though because now it means you're using your feet harder, because on the fast road, I found when you do that it gets people to brake harder and accelerate harder. That's what you want on the junctions. So, no gas, just roll. That's it. Okay, if you're in 4th now, what would be happening?
You go really fast.
Yep, that's it. And then what would happen up the hill?
Then it would struggle to get up the hill,
that's good. So 4th is cruising, we're not cruising. You can do it in 4th if you're really used to it, you know your car well, you can because you know exactly how it's going to work. But it's much easier in 3rd. The difference in fuel is virtually nothing as well. It's such a tiny amount you save, it's not even worth it. So planning ahead, what's going on?
This is a junction? No, what is it?
What else as well?
Crossing.
That's it. So what else as well?
A bend.
That's it, down what else?
I'm not sure. Oh, what does that mean? Left.
Yeah, that's all hill. See all these things, you got the junction, the bend, the hill, that's left here. There's lots of things going on. So, how do you keep the speed down on this one?
You should be lower gear.
Yep, so third time's good. That's right now, that's fine. So we just roll and roll. This bend, there's a lot of crashes. I've seen 2 crashes where people have gone flying around and gone in a lamppost. You tell the barrier on the right is always being repaired. It says slow twice. So, anyone behind?
Yes.
So, braking as such. That's good. Right, go. The potholes don't help as well. That can make you lose control. So the point of all this is now, there's a reason why it's 30. If you go over it, you'll find out the hard way why it's 30. So next road on the left. I won't so much about this because these are getting good.
That was a bit too
That's
hard,
it, that's good.
wasn't it?
That's just all too sudden, yeah, so a little bit less. It's better than not doing enough, but a little bit too hard. That's why I do the mirrors though, because if that car's right behind you, you wouldn't do that. So, end of the road left, we must roll, creep super slow. If you stop, that's fine, but super slow when you come out. Right, let's go over this one then. So, mirrors are good, so signal. Brake clutch is good. Steer, no gears for now. Braking more, steering big, braking, back off into 1. So don't make, if you didn't want to brake off, roll, just roll.
Not rolling.
That's it, so clutch up. And then clutch down. Can we go?
No.
No, soft brake, that's good. And then when can we go?
No, she's made it difficult for me to tell.
So roll.
No, we can't go yet.
So when he goes up shields, I can't see much of that car now. I can see enough. But
Yeah, she's made this really difficult. Right, now we can go.
is that man coming in? Oh yeah, that's good, so he's coming in. That's good.
So good.
That's good. Yeah, it is straight there, but it was actually just about the hard there, because if you roll and creep, you could have gone straight away. That's something that if you stop, I know she stopped there, but we made her have to stop there. If we'd have rolled and crept and gone, you could have gone straight away.
Okay.
So by braking better and softer, like, you can't do this straight away, I know, but you roll, creep, go, then we wouldn't be in her way, she wouldn't be in our way. So that's why it's really important about the creeping. Once you've cracked this, everything else is easy. It's just getting the approach is really good. That's where the whole skill of driving comes in. Like in automatic cars, you don't do this, you just stop, go, brake on, off. It's much easier.
I think that was stupid for me to
That's good.
gears there.
Is it struggling or not?
It was, yeah, so I shouldn't have done it.
That's fine. This feels fine, that's good. Because when it's struggling is when you won't be at the hill, but that's good. So, what do you need?
Speed limit.
That's it. What to check before you speed up?
And mirrors.
Yep. What could be behind you that could stop you speeding up? Was anyone overtaking?
Oh yeah, I was.
So we go flat out. If you like that man before, that kid, whatever it was, that person in the car overtook us, then you may consider speeding up. Because it would have forced
Okay, so change gear now.
That's good, that's it. That's good.
I did it again, sorry.
The wobbling will take a few goes to get rid of. You know, all this takes time to practice.
Yeah, sorry, it's because I was thinking about not going into the wrong gear and then I ended up moving.
That's fine, that's good. Just keep the speed minimum 50. But imagine like now, if you look in the mirror, there's a bike overtaking, there isn't, but if there was, you wouldn't speed up, otherwise you'd be forcing them towards that car. When that person overtook like an hour ago, whatever it was, on the estate, that wasn't happening, otherwise I'd be braking. But it was fine. So keep holding 60 if you can, right up high.
Oh, 60.
Because the lines on the floor, what does it mean, the dotted line?
Dotted line. Not so sure.
But it's like a normal everyday line, but now the arrows saying get in, if you overtake and get in. Now you've got 2 solid lines. So
It means no. Is it? No overtaking.
Not no overtaking, but what does it mean? It kind of means that, but it doesn't actually mean that. What can't you do with a solid line? So braking a bit here, braking back. What's he doing? Braking, brake out, hard, clutch down, zip down to 1, zip brake off, gas clutch go. So that's a stupid place to be backing up. That's good, that's kind of what we're talking about. So the lines will come back to it in a bit, but that's good, just get out of the way. You don't pull up and reverse at a national speed road, that's just stupid. Cars. That just shows though what I'm saying. You could brake, run it, but that was nowhere near full braking, and you still stopped in time. So that's good practice in braking. Yeah, so the lines mean you can't cross them. So it doesn't mean no overtaking, it means you can't cross the line.
Right.
So I know it kind of means the same thing, but it doesn't. explain when it's quiet so I don't want to shout all the time.
So shall I be in, no,
Yeah.
5th?
4th, let's try 4th for change.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll come back to the lines in a bit, but it's just quite a few things going on at the moment.
Oh, it really worried me, that car, because it was like just after we'd done a turn as well, so I couldn't see him till quite late.
I thought he was turning right because he was a right turn there, but all we do is mirror, brake, easy. So there would be danger there because you know near him. That just proves what we're doing today. The whole point of today is about that. So even though we're going quite fast, it wasn't dangerous. You might see me because you're not used to it, but that's bad.
And I don't need to brake bike.
That's good. No, yeah, that's fine. Because you're already informed, that's fine.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, so it's flat, so it's okay.
End of the road, we'll go left. So choice one, hard braking. That's it. So clutch, steer, braking more. Braking more. Then brake off, don't brake in. So down to 1. That's it, whatever you do, don't brake. Right, can we go?
Yeah.
Yep, that's good. Oops, on the third, sorry. So anyway,
sorry.
So handbrake goes on. Let's turn back on. So clutch down. Oh, can we go?
No. Sorry, I thought I was in the right.
Also, that isn't such a big problem because I was just the wrong gear. That's not as bad as braking. Do you think that silver car is going to come this way or not?
I don't know which way he's going. No, he's going to go right.
That's good, that's good.
Okay.
That's good.
So,
That's good. Smooth, that's good. Yeah, the wrong gear isn't that big a problem because you're doing 5th now, you'll get the wrong gear every now and then. That's good. The point of all this as well is you can't teach someone without nothing going wrong, it's impossible. Otherwise you wouldn't be learning. If you did everything correct, there'd be no point learning. So things have to go wrong. I would only say that earlier if there's a car was right behind us. But no one was behind turning this way, so that's fine. Yeah, that was better because when I said don't brake whatever you do, if you couldn't have gone, what would you have done? How do you hold the car still?
I would have done the clutch control.
Yeah, that's it. So that would keep you still. Then you wait for the car to pass and creep. Yeah, the other road when that car pulled out on us, we went back to 4th after that. So that's why the end of that road. And our last time was in 5th. That time was in 4th. But now you've done all the gears apart from reverse wheel when you're done. But you know you've done all the 5 gears now. That's out of the way. We're doing more of it, but that helps. So straight on now. I won't say too much. I'm just going to get back to the estate. I'm going to finish off working on the creeping, the crawling, and I'll go over those things around the lines I was talking about.
That's a 40.
So brake, it's a brake, that's it. Clutch down. Which gear now?
2.
Yep, 2's good. Both off slow. There's no gas at all. That's it. 2's good because one will be quite loud and one will rev and scare them. That's good.
Okay.
That's great.
Now I can go.
That's good. I just braked a bit in case you didn't, but you did. Because with horse I can't take any chances, but that was really good. So horse you go past slow, wide and quiet. That would be nasty though, had you met them. Yeah, that could be a bit awkward.
So here I can be
Yep, that's good.
coming up to 40.
That's it.
Okay.
You notice that you didn't wobble, because before you would have wobbled like a few weeks ago doing that, but now you got used to it. That's what's saying about 5th, you won't wobble in 5th. We might try that road one more time, we'll see. That fast road.
So then this is national speed limit again.
What did you say about this one last time?
That we can't see that
That's
well,
it,
so we just kind of stay where we are.
That's it. So it's not about memorising the road, but about understanding you can't see. Imagine the horses were here, that could be nasty.
Yeah. That would be good.
Is that the road's collapsed?
Yeah.
Factor.
Am I going? Is this? Yeah, this is okay.
Yeah. You want to keep the white line in the bottom right corner of the window. That's the best right line in it. That's good. Imagine doing this out in the winter in the snow. You wouldn't be going this fast.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be going down here. I'm doing down there with like sheet ice and you just skid all the way down. You're like 10 miles an hour. Keep right on the opposite. That's good. These cuts on the left, if you hit them, you're in big trouble because you've got nails in them, all sorts. There's nothing coming towards you, so you could, if you had to, you could be right over. You don't want to hit the curb at all. One hit, that can be massive problems. So end of the road left, I won't talk through it, but crawl, creep, remember steer and gear. So the gear is the last thing you do, just before you come out. those cars might look close, but you're nowhere near them. Which gear?
First.
So go back a little bit, so I know how to brake on. Because as long as you're not braking quite enough, it's better if you're still not braking if you've got to go much harder, so your brake is off and way back. So when can we go?
After the red one.
What's going to come in? Is that red one maybe going to come in?
Yeah, straight. No, that's it. Okay.
Good. So it all comes down to you not braking quite hard enough. It's just a little bit more. I mean, your brake should be off way back before you get there. If you're still braking at the end, it's too late. Because you're still braking, gone. Your chance of going is gone. So the brake is not for stopping, the brake is slowing down, you don't stop with it. If you stop with it, it's no good.
Okay.
Because the reason you've seen it when it's that, like, the car's going round and the junction's been quite busy. That's good. So the speed again is what?
30.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Not much gas. So this roundabout, we're going to go right, so I want to demonstrate this one because I can show this one that we can go and try the braking. So if you just do mirrors to the right as normal, which do no pedals at all, the way I brake on this one is really slow, so I'm sort of braking here, braking, brake is off, now, done. So roll, creep, easy.
Right.
That's it, that's it. Big turns, that's good. Not the best example there, big turn back, that's it, turn, that's it. If I show you another one here by, I can't use it because I can't see it. So braking. So, no gas, that's it. It's just your gas is a bit heavy, you don't need that much gas. So now you come off the fast road, you need barely any gas at all. But no, not much at all, this is fine. So you've got to be sort of softer on the gas and much heavier on the brake. So there's anyone behind.
Yeah.
Yep, so gas off roll. You don't want to change up, you don't want to speed up, otherwise you're going to fly away. The noise is fine because the noise is not the gas pulling the car, that's the hill pulling the car. So the revving, you're not burning any fuel, not much at all now. So next left, the main road you can see there. So on this one, we're not going to brake into about. No. That's good, just like that. No, you don't need that. So braking. Brake off, done.
It was
so the point is that's all
already
done.
in second, I forgot.
That's why I didn't change it before, because if you changed on the hill, that would make it harder. So we're going to finish off going around here. We may or may not go on a fast road again, probably not for today. But I just want to go and work on this creeping around here. I know we didn't do many rights today at all, but we've had to do the other things that came up. So, next left.
It's a bit confused about this one.
That's it, just where the road goes red.
Okay, so you just still go straight corner.
That's good. Yeah, that's fine because the gear was good, don't have to come down, that's fine. That's why I leave the gear last, because often you don't need the gear. How would you know that was a turn and not just a straight road?
It's because it sort of jutted out a bit, so then you had to go round it a bit.
Because at the end, there isn't, but there should be a line. Because there isn't a line, but they've repainted those lines over last week, so they weren't painted lines. But yeah, it's not that obvious, that one, because normally there'd be a white line like that one across the end. That's how you could tell. You could tell as well that, well, again, you can't because the line's not there, but that's how you should be able to tell. Some are obvious like that road there, this is obviously doesn't go that way if the lines weren't there. But some of them are not so obvious. That's that Y junction we mentioned earlier on.
Yeah.
They go over down a bit because that's what comes in with the lines I was talking about before on the fast road. I'm going to demonstrate one thing now further on. It's the same thing like at the end of the road. So I'm going to pull us up on the left. Imagine the end of the fence is the end of the road. So what's going wrong on these ones is you're not braking too late. So if you're sort of coming left a bit, I'm going to brake like now, the drain comes in the road, I brake off. So I wait tons of time, go 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 1, balance, fine. So I was messing about the gears on that at tons of time, because the way you do it now, you just sort of go like that, 1, 2 late, you roll back. You've barely got time to change once.
Okay.
You should be able to change like 4, 5, 6 times, still get it done. So if anything goes wrong, you've got tons of spare time. So it's going to come now. It's just simply not quite braking hard enough. You've got to brake, brake off, wait, steer, 1, wait, balance. You should have all that time spare. If you haven't, it's because you're braking too late. again, you can't roll too far, because otherwise that's no good. Like if you roll from here to where that car is, why is that no good?
That'd be quite difficult.
Yeah, so you're rolling out of control, rolling. That's coasting when you cut you down and down and down, you're rolling for no reason at all. If you've got a reason to be doing it, you are coasting, but it's a good kind of coasting. So if you're going to clutch down, wait, because the end's coming up, break off, that's not, it is coasting, and coasting isn't always bad. It's like bacteria isn't always bad, there's not good and bad. So there's good and bad ways of doing it. So it sounds bad if you've got bacteria, but you can have a good bacteria. So it's just going to be braking harder, off the brake, wait, tons of time. If anything, don't even get to the end, you should be way back, like where the snow on the floor is on the right there. If that's the end, you should be able to roll, well, it's not the best, where the road on the right is. If that's the end of the road, you want to stop halfway between here and there, so you're deliberately stopping way too far back, then you creep to the end. If you're stopping at the end too late, you've already got there, stop, it's gone, it's too late. So just go over those lines, because then this all comes in together. There is an order we do things, it might seem slapdashy, but there's the reason why we're doing all this. So on the bend, that's the grass style there, that car is reversing. I went through all the roads on the right, but there's roads over there. So you've got the dotted line, which means what?
That means you can overtake people there.
That's it. But no overtakes, like you can go over. So you can go over the line for any reason if you choose to. When you get the solid thick line, there was two of them, but I'll just draw one, it's the same sort of thing. Actually I will draw the other because it can be different. Like that. What does that mean? Whether there's one or two or whatever.
So no crossing.
That's it.
Lane. So
it doesn't mean you can't overtake. I know it sort of does because you'd have to cross to overtake, but it doesn't mean no overtaking, it means you can't cross the line. What are you allowed to overtake? What are you allowed to go round the line for and overtake?
The solid lines?
Yeah. No, you wouldn't here, you'd be mad if you did it at a bend, but you might know from your theory there are a few things you're allowed. There are a few reasons you're allowed to go over a solid line. Even if you don't know, think it, like what would, like in front of you, what's in front of you now?
The bus.
Yeah, what else?
And the cyclist.
Yeah, so you're allowed to go around cyclists because if you didn't,
the horse.
That's it. So is that kid going to hold on to his handlebars or get killed? But yeah, that's so kids fall off, the bus runs them over and smash. So yeah, so cyclists, horses, road maintenance vehicles, like anything going below 10 miles an hour. That tractor in the field, he wouldn't be on the road because he'd be blocking the road. But you're allowed to go around anything going less than 10 miles an hour, like a car with a broke down tyre, no, flat tyre, not a broke down tyre. So if it's limping along, you can go around in them. But on the bend, you'd be mad to do that. I didn't have time to mention this because that car was in the way, but you notice from there, try and draw this, their line was dotted and ours was solid. So what do you think that is? Like, how come they can go over, but we can't?
Because they can see, and we can't.
That's it, because they're coming away, it's good. So you can cross the dotted and a solid, that's fine, but you can't just cross the solid. And like this one is the other way around, ours was dotted like there, when theirs was solid, because we could see away from the bend, they couldn't. So that's what's trying to explain back there about where the junction is. Normally, on that junction, if I draw it on this one, you would normally have the road like that on the Y junction, the lines would be dotted like that, so you could you'd say a different road, turning. There aren't any lines there, but there will be soon, I suppose, when they paint them on. That's just the way it goes. I know this doesn't help to say it, but you can just tell that isn't the road. It just goes that way. That isn't that. You wouldn't follow the road there because you're not following it. That's turning into a different road. Yeah. That is the road there. Not following the main road. It is hard to explain that, but you just know that isn't the road. It doesn't make sense if that was the main road. It's quieter, it's smaller, it's narrower, and the main road's going that way. Also, this one's got a different name, which is another way you can tell. So if there's a name sign there, you can tell it's not the same road, so you'd have to sit up to go through.
I see.
So there's a lot to go over there, all that will come in more next time, but I want to just fix up this thing now with the turns. We're going to do lefts and rights. I know we didn't do any rights at all, we said we'd do more rights. I want to try, we'll actually do rights now actually because that'll be better. We can go around and do more emerging then when we do right turns. So that's all I can say, just brake harder, brake earlier, get off it earlier, wait, hold. You wouldn't ever go like 3-4, 3-4. The point of doing that, it shows you how you got so much spare time. There's no point in doing 3-4, 3-4. Like that man limping over the road there. You should be able to roll, creep, hold, who's a woman, hold it still, and then go. Right, so let's carry on.
Okay.
So just emerging is the main thing now, coming out of junctions, emerging, giving way to parked cars, all the same kind of thing. We'll spend a good 10-15 minutes on this and then we'll try and get this cracked. The thing about missing the gear before that, again, we'll come over when we get back to that. Come over when we get back to that fast road. So just imagine the bus comes towards you now. So do mirror, braking, keep way back, clutch down. That's it. Brake off. What do you need to do now?
Hold.
Before you creep. No, before you hold. Which gear?
First.
That's it. So one, then creep, and then go. Because that's where something goes wrong as well. If you forget one, that's where it goes wrong.
Yeah, I do keep forgetting to go back into first.
So you can only creep in one. That'll be reverse as well. We're not going to be reversing. So I'm going to try another one on the yellow bin. Imagine the yellow bin is the end of the road. So we're going to roll and creep like that. So braking hard.
Clutch.
That's good.
First.
That's it. So press it down, braking a little bit,
Brake.
and then back off. That's good. Then we creep. And there we go. It worked out well with the bus bin there anyway. So that bus driver thought we'd give away to him. That was good. That's why I did that. That's the practice. That's good. By stopping by the bin, you make it obvious to the bus stop giving way. If you give way right on top of the car, not now. If we go around these two,
Yeah.
so braking the touch, please flash. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Please flash. Let's go. That's how fast it can change. What you're doing was correct, but as soon as I flash, you can go. Okay, I'll go.
Okay. So it should be third.
Yeah, that's good.
Because that's going to be what we need to practice.
That's it. So end of the road we'll go right, just because then we can do more emerges.
I like it when we go right here, so they don't have to wait as long. Okay.
So we're going to balance it for a few seconds, then go.
So
brake is good.
Clutch.
Brake off.
First.
That's good. That's good because I was deliberately too soon. That's really good. So I'll have to kind of do it again, which is good. So clutch down. Now the bus might want us to go so we can get in. But clutch down, 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 down. And then can we go? Anyone behind us?
No.
No, that's good.
Okay.
That's great. Yep, that's great there. So we'll try that a few times and we'll go the other way. Go left. So in the next road on the right opposite the black bin. These were good. Just watch you don't cut the corner. You're not, but just watch because you're almost kind of cutting some. So good. That's it. Good braking. That's it. Braking harder, 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 harder. And back off. That's just simply not braking hard enough. You got to brake more.
Yeah, I was going too fast around that corner again.
What made you go too fast? It wasn't the braking, it was something else. What did you put down that made you go flying down the hill?
I was putting my gas down.
Just trying to, if I brake, I'm going to brake, off, okay, like that. What it was, you clutch, because you clutch went down. You don't need to clutch down. It's brake, clutch down, so you clutch up, braking. The longer you clutch it down, the less control you've got. You go down the hill. So end of the road, right. So let's try this one good. So braking hard.
So stay in this gear.
Hard. Then clutch down. That's it, brake off. Now into one. Just leave your clutch down. That's good. So you roll loads of time. When can we go?
You can go.
Yeah, that's it. So creep. That's good. It's good you're asking about the gear, but the gear comes last. That doesn't matter. You leave the gear last way, then do the gear. So end the road right. So stand there, mirror signal, clutch down, brake. Then back off and then back and off, roll. So I'm going to get dead still. So gas clutch. So I think your brake's on too long. So we're saying brake off, used to brake was still on. You must be off that brake much earlier. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Yep, that's good.
Okay.
So it's still good out, but you must be off the brake earlier and don't brake in. You've got to just find the wrist to brake. If you keep braking, you won't get in. It's all brake off, done. That's it. When the clutch down, that will stop it. You don't need the brake.
So it should be third.
So next try, but I know you want to brake hard before the clutch. What comes before? That's it. So braking, the clutch is on, that's good. Brake off a little bit, brake off, no clutch. So braking a little bit now. Bit more. Clutch down too, keep braking. Clutch up, keep braking. Clutch up. So that one you must stay on.
Yeah.
It's when what you need to do, you're not doing it when you should be doing it. You know, so down a hill you just got to brake. First showing everything no pedals. You got to brake. Clutch down two, clutch off, done. Like that. You got to change that. If you go clutch down, you've lost it. You're going flying down the hill. And you're fighting against it all the way. So this parked car, imagine you've got to give way behind the black car. So braking, brake off, roll, go. So you only do the clutch if you've got it. No, no, stand now, so braking a bit. Now imagine loads of cars come towards you, clutch down, brake in, brake off, into one. Is that too much?
One
That's it.
first.
Your brake must be off before. So if I show you, if you get a little bit of gas, I'll show you what you do wrong, because when you watch someone else do it's obvious. If you go into the road right, I'll show you next time on that. Clutch down, braking, brake off, don't brake in, take gas clutch. And creeping, coming in.
Yeah.
That's good. What is on the ones that go wrong is you brake too late, too hard. So if you go into the road right, but I'll do all the pedals on this one. So keep accelerating for now. So your mirror signal. What you're doing is you're going clutch down, roll, brake, stop. Don't too late. That's what you're doing. Because when someone else does it, that's how it looks. You've got to go much earlier, brake off. So you wait, creep. So let's go about there. So if you brake when you get there, too late. Okay, downhill is different. I don't do this one too much because that's confusion, but downhill you don't do that, it's totally different because downhill, you're uphill. So downhill on this one you've got to keep braking throughout the whole thing, then come off lane. You've got to keep the speed down. So we'll try third now. That's good. So this one you must brake throughout the entire thing, don't stop braking. So we do right again. That's it. So it's all braking a little bit. That's it, keep braking, bit more, much more braking, much more. Clutch down two, keep braking. Clutch up, keep braking, clutch up, still braking, brake off, don't do a thing, roll. Just roll. That's good, then turn. That's great, brake off, that's it. So you brake throughout the whole thing, that's good.
Oh, I don't like that one, that's really difficult, isn't it?
That's it, you just keep braking through, that's good.
Oh, you're on two.
That's good.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're only two, that's fine. So we're going to give way before the car further on around the corner. So braking. Bus is coming towards us, clutch down, brake off. So wait, that's it, steer, now it's gear.
One.
That's it, and still wait. That's why you should have loads of time. Now the buses are gone, clutch up, off you go. That's good. I'll not mention the mirrors there because I haven't got time to say it, but the mirrors of course you do before you slow down. That's really good. Let's try again on this one. So imagine the bus comes around the corner now. So
brake.
That's it.
Yeah. And then clutch.
That's it. Brake off. That's it. It's gear now. That's it. If your brake hadn't come off then that's when it goes wrong. If you brake too much and stop. Yep, then we creep. That's it. And a good example now, so we'll roll. He's not going to bother singing, so we can creep. What did you give him away or what? What was doing there?
No.
Let's carry on, let's go. Don't know what he's doing there. And now to the end of the road, we'll go right. Don't know if he's giving away or what. So we sort of just clutch down all the way. Braking, here's part there, okay. So braking is good. Brake off, roll.
So it should be
Then brake off, that's it. Creeping. That's one.
Everyone.
So creep. It's down. Can we go?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, remember the gears again, you get used to it, but you know you're one because we just count for one for not creeping. So end of the road, left this time. Right, so signalling.
Oh, left, sorry.
That's up, so clutch down to one, brake off. Here we go.
Yeah.
That's good. Good turns. That's good. So the key thing of all this is the earlier you do it, the easier it is. So if you do it too late, that's when it's hard. Like there's good you got third nice and early. Because now, how does that help you on this hill?
Will hold you back.
That's it.
Right,
so try braking. Just imagine we're in a turn, but we're not. So braking hard, much harder. That's it. Then down to two. Both pedals off. Then your turn. That's it.
Okay.
So it's the difference when you go downhill, you must keep braking. So otherwise, as soon as you come off, you're going to go flying. But when you're coming uphill, you brake off early because you let the hill do the work. You're simply letting the hill do all the work. That's good. So I'm going to head back over. I won't say too much for the next 5 minutes. I'll help with the last part, but I won't say much around this area. I just want to see how good you can get at creeping. We won't do any more pretend ones here because we're just going to head back over now.
It's me.
Let me see what more
Okay.
Just too busy smoking. Down the bend, have the speed set. It might already be good, but have it set before the bend. So this
So
speed's
30
good.
we're on now.
That's it, this speed's fine, so done. And next road on the left. So no brake, because they don't no brake. That's good. That's it.
It's very slowly off.
That's good. See, normally brake is good, but you don't need to exit the hill. The hill's doing it for you, so you just clutch down to the hill slows you down. Car's parked a bit wider.
So just
just after that car will turn left.
Oh,
normally you wouldn't. Normally you wouldn't, but no, good. So let's see how good this one can be. So it's all about firm braking. So normal. That's it. What would happen there if you got one?
Stall.
Yeah, massive bang or shakes like that, damages the engine. So one is like, what kind of speed did you say for first?
3.
Yep, that's it. And that was, I don't know, that was 12, 15, something like that. So end of the road will go right. Now earlier on you came out of here in second. Could you do that going right, do you think, or not?
Yes, because it's wide, isn't it?
It's a view to left, good or not?
Oh, we're going left?
No, we're going right, but the view's bad, so clutch down, braking. Must be one. That's it. So break off. Because the view left is so bad. That's it. That's good. That's great. You can turn left in second, but you can't go right in second because the view's so bad. It's all about the view. If you can't see, you've got to be one. Before we could see all the way, this way was easy, so we could wait and see. But if you can't see, you must come out one. That's just about leave the gear late, get there, decide, and then do it. Now, how far ahead can you see now?
Not because the bend.
That's it. So what do you do?
Slow down.
That's it. What do you check? That's good. That's it. So braking, assume the worst. Is anyone flying down the road?
No.
But even though assume someone could, still ready to brake and give way.
So okay now.
Someone might could fly, but it should be good. Yeah, that's fine. Because they're not flying. That's good. So you've all seen the worst. You've all seen can't go. Very end of the road, we'll go left. How good's the view on this one?
Oh yeah, you can see now.
That's it. So you can come out in which gear? Potentially.
To 3.
So 2. So braking. Clutch, steer first, steer. See, then it's 2. Then off you go. That's it, big turn. So you must steer, then gear. The gear does not matter because you can't be going over the road. You've got to steer, keep tight, then get the gear, then go. Because if you do the gear, you're all going wider and wider. Not much gas, no gas. So your position was going to get wider and wider as you do the gear. You've got to steer, get around the bend, then do the gear. The gear is always the last thing you do. I have to ask you early, because if I ask you at the last minute which gear, too late, you don't have time to think about it. So at the end of this road left, which gear will it be when you get there?
1.
Yeah, but not till you get there.
Okay.
So when exactly would you indicate?
After this bit, so quite late.
So brake, clutch, that's good. Braking. Steer, brake off, now the gear. That's it. That's good. That's good because you've still got your lean time. It's a little bit judgy, but you've got your lean time. It's just all about timing, developing the timing. So next road on the right, same way I went back last time. So do you think anyone is going to come from ahead and stop us?
Maybe not.
That's it.
Okay. So I can go like this.
That's it. That's good. They're just pushing too hard, because you do really quick, it's too hard. It's all going very delicate, like.
Sorry.
Everything you do is going with like very soft, delicate touches. Apart from that, braking it harder, apart from that, just really delicate. So we're ahead on this one. How good's the view?
Not from here. I can't see anything.
We must stop. Don't have to stop there, but we're going to stop for now. So clutch roll. That's good. No gears at all till we get there. That's good braking. So which gears you got to be? That's it. That's great. Can we maybe go
after these?
So we just brake. That's fine. That's good because you rolled, didn't go, so then we braked. That's good.
So now we can go.
That's good. That's something on the way about. You don't have to stop dead, but we did because of the way it works. And that was perfect approach in there. It's not bad. Now the second left we're going to take, the bend looking at it, they're the lines I was trying to explain before. So it tells you it's a different road.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that's good about this. if you happen in third as well, that would be okay in 3 because it's such a shallow corner. Okay, they're kicking the fall off the car. So this is up to you again. It might be quiet now the market's closing down, but just expect the worst.
Okay, is that right?
Yeah, that's good. It's sort of easier this way, actually, downhill. It's always easier downhill. You're not fighting against the hill. End of the road will go right, and I'll leave this last little bit up to you.
So there's a car coming. Do I go?
Yep, so
we can go.
Is there room? Yeah, that's good. This is a really wide road, I'll room for 4, quite easy. So right into
Brake. Here. Brake more.
What do you need first of all? Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
To the signal. So right, zip, and then slow it down. Zip. It's just the order has gone a little bit out, but braking a touch, can we go?
No, not yet. Good, now we can go.
That's good. That's just going with that mirror signal manoeuvre. Because that was more like manoeuvre, signal, mirror. She's all start braking, then signal, and then once the order goes out, it's really hard to get it back. It's like now in the way we do mirrors, not much behind, no signals, not going anywhere, and we move as we keep driving. So, Sam at the end of the road will go left.
Okay.
And most of those are good, it's just the odd one. But I don't mind if you stop whatever, you do it smoothly.
Okay, yeah, I
Why
didn't
can't you go? Why can't you go? You can, but why can't you? What's missing? That's it, okay.
Yeah,
So,
every
here we
time.
go.
Yeah, no, okay.
That's it.
Okay. So either I do it way too soon or I just forget to do it all together.
Because there's 2 ways I can help with that, which we'll go over in a minute, but of course if I can not tell you, and you learn by keep forgetting, or I can remind you, but it doesn't always work either way. So, braking a touch wider.
Because the people
That's good.
across, yeah.
Can we go? No. Clutch, that's good. So, handbrake and then what?
That's good.
That's good. Just like he'll start now, so setting the pedals. Because these don't stay there for too long, it's a fairly small crossing.
Sorry.
That's good. That's it. So which way is the road going? No, not left, not left.
Oh, sorry, I thought we were going. Oh, where was I
That's
going?
it. Keep going, that's it.
We're going right, yeah.
That's it, and then this left in. You might be thinking of this one because it's just around a bend. So can we get through this?
Mm-hmm.
So, end of the road right, do you remember the danger here, or potential danger from last time?
It was quite upward
That's it.
sloping.
So, we can't just go because of course you can't see much. So, what don't you have to do on this one?
Indicate.
It's don't brake, that's it, so clutch down. We do signal, we don't brake, so signal goes on, gas clutch. And can we go?
Yeah, I think so.
That's good. So why didn't you have to brake?
Because of the hill.
That's it. So it's going straight towards the white car, you can pull a pin on those bays there. Sort of, many of them do, but this is the same sort of thing at the end of the road.
in
so
here?
That's it. You just clutch down, don't brake, roll, clutch down, and then back down. All there, doesn't matter, that's good. That's it, and then, yeah, it looks strange, but these are the parking bays for the station. Right, let's turn off there. That's it, just tap that once. That's it. So what do you think of all that? What do you want to go over the most? We went through what we did left turns to begin.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't do any right today, but we just ended up doing lefts because we had that situation come up with the park cars. So what do you think about the left turns in general? Like the ones where you go out and the ones where you go in?
Going in is fine, I think. Going out, it's just that sometimes, so I know what I need to do. I need to brake earlier and more firmly, and make sure that I leave the gear till last and don't forget to do it.
That's it. Because the thing with the gears, when we say leave the gear late, you do brake, clutch, but you don't have to change gears straight away. So you do brake, clutch, because people often think, well, I've done the clutch, I've got to do one, you don't. Because if you're slowing down, you can slow down, stop, then do it. How you remember that is up to you, but I can either remind you, or you can just remember. There's different ways you can do it. So we'll work on that next time, we'll definitely go over that, about remembering the gear.
Yeah.
When you go right, it's the other way around, because when you go in, isn't so good, but when you come out, it's better. Because when you're going down that hill with the pedals, you'll sort of brake, keep braking, clutch 2, clutch up, keep braking. Why is that though? Why do you have to do that going down the hill?
Because when you're doing, so you'll be going faster, so when you're doing the clutch, that's going to make you go faster, so you want to change gear quite quickly.
Yep.
And you brake throughout the gear change.
That's it. When you go right, when you come out, why do you think those are easier or better? Because there is one thing you don't have to do on those, which I think makes them a little bit easier.
You don't turn.
Yeah, that's it. So that tells you could be the steering that's making the gear go wrong or whatever. So we'll have a look at that next time. So next time we're doing more lefts and rights. We might start roundabouts, but probably be them after. We'll see. We didn't get turning the road done, doesn't matter, because that can come up whenever. So lefts and rights emerging. Well, just generally emerging, not just lefts and rights. Like beyond parked cars like this one, you sort of wait here. If you give them way later than this to the right one, it's too late, because then you'll be a bit too close. So you roll, balance it, go. So we'll do that next time, lefts, rights, emerging. Maybe turn the road as well, that might help. But just a general bit of general mix of all those things. And when that's really good, we'll move on to the roundabouts, because that's the next stage after those.